Okay, it says I'm live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today is 1/1/1, 2005. 2000, 2005. Okay, 2025. Try that one more time. So I'm just going to share something with you real quick. And then I'm going to back it up with some proof here. So the other day I showed certain album covers I was guided to with signs. Because that's just how I get signs through everything. In the Hollywood studios. Okay? Hollywood has a mimic town probably for every major city in the world. In Universal Studios, MGM Studios, one of the studios actually has a whole New York City there. Now pay attention. I'm going to drive it home. You ready?
It is currently, look at my phone, January 10 at 1:10. All right, guys, where do we see a fire? Because I do not see one. It is currently, look at my phone, January 10 at 1:10. All right, guys, where do we see a fire? Because I do not see one. It is currently, look at my phone, January 10 at 1:10. All right, guys, where do we see a fire? Because
I found it ironic that I posted the Hollywood Archway. If you're out in LA and you're watching my channel and you can see the Hollywood sign, can you please comment in the comments that that Hollywood sign really caught on fire? That all that really burned? Remember, we're seeing actors on TV. All these Hollywood studios have whole worlds in them. They film TV shows, illusions. I find this very interesting. And now, weirdly, I was thinking about this earlier today about that Hollywood, I think it was Universal Studio MGM Arch that I posted on in the community, and thought about that for a second. Like, this could be their studio. They show you in everything behind the scenes. Do you remember the well, I don't know if any of you watched any of that. What was it called? The Hills. That was all fake. They showed you at the end. The Wizard of Oz, Truman Show. It's all, fake. But I'm not saying California isn't having fires. Clearly they must be. But certain areas, I'm really questioning. If you are out in Los Angeles, California, and you can show us that the Hollywood sign is really on fire or really burned, remember, they film TV shows, whole worlds. They film other planetary worlds there. I question everything. And I do. Do I believe evidence and stuff is being burned? Yeah, I do. But I question everything. Because Hollywood even has a fake Hollywood sign that they film movies in. Hollywood, remember, it's the land of illusion. It's a complete land of illusion. Again, I'm not saying there isn't real fires, but like Hollywood, that area isn't on fire. And was it yesterday or 2 days ago? You had people online saying that, these actors saying that they were losing their house. I'm not saying there aren't regular people that haven't experienced fires, but I'm questioning everything. I feel like we're supposed to. It's Hollywood. What a distraction to create. So if somebody who watches my channel, if you are out in California, can you comment, please, at some point whenever you see this video, are the fires really burning by the Hollywood sign? Is that really happening? Because I've only seen actors talk about their houses being burnt down. Maybe there are regular people too, you know what I'm saying? But there have been many incidences where there have been major distractions where it was all an act, But this lady's out in Hollywood, and she's showing you her phone. She's showing you the time on her phone, and she's showing you the Hollywood sign. And she's showing you the whole area that is not on fire. And I truly believe that.
It is currently, look at my phone, January 10 at 1:10. All right, guys, where do we see a fire? Because I do not see one.
And that is what? January 10. So that's
phone,
01
January 10
10
at 1:10.
110.
All right, guys, where do we see a fire? Because I do not see one.
I don't know. You believe what you want, but I question everything. It is Hollywood after all. It is a great distraction. What a distraction. I'm not saying there aren't fires going on, but Hollywood sign isn't, and all the whole area isn't. She's showing you. Remember, she was escaping, but all the other homes. Yes, yes, exactly. They're burning the Hollywood studios. That's just. It's been a. It's just been. The other day when I posted that about with the universe, whatever studio, MG, whatever, the studio archway, I knew that was for a reason, and all these fires broke out. And I thought maybe the Hollywood, all these studios are really on fire. Cause like what's that? Do you remember that show? Also, the God's sakes, what's the name of that show? By Mark Cherry, with all the houses. All these film sets. They look real. Clearly, they're filming shows there like it's a real town. Sometimes they're making it look like a whole other planet. This is a real person showing you the Hollywood sign and the time on her phone from yesterday. Look at, see, these are the comments. 13 hours ago, 7 hours ago. I'm sure some of it is on fire, but like, I just, you know what? I fucking trust nothing at this stage. So if someone out in California is watching my channel, please comment and let us know. Please comment and let us know what parts of California are really on fire, because clearly the Hollywood sign is not on fire in that whole area. And the actors that seem to be coming out talking about their fires. Actors. And again, it's like Batman, Gotham City is, what is it, New York, Boston, Chicago, and I believe LA all melded together. They create worlds out there. And this is a lady showing you on her phone the date and time stamp and showing you the Hollywood sign. I've been to Universal Studios. It's a whole, it looks, it's a whole other world there of a mimic of this world. I do know that there's going to be a great earthquake there, but like this is some fuckadoodle-doo shit part of my mouth. And it's just the way, and I do believe there's probably evidence. It's a distraction. This is a really big distraction. A really big one. Huge. It's a really big one. And I'm not saying, I believe everything Allie says. I really do. And I think it's fucked up that part of my mouth, that she has to constantly defend herself as a victim. These victims have to constantly defend themselves because evil, listen, and I'm just, because I just know from experience when I, tried to stand up for someone I love, and I watched a bunch of evil fucks sit there all gathered together to try to protect the abuser, After protecting a child myself when the person was a child from the same thing, it's super screwed up that someone who is a survivor of violent crimes has to defend themselves. And that shows you you're dealing with evil. So this would not surprise me at all. The levels of illusions that are going on here. It's a huge distraction from something clearly way bigger going on here. So, you decide for you, but this lady's showing you her phone. She's showing you the time and the date on her phone, and she's showing you the Hollywood sign, and there is no fire. at all.
I do not see one. It is currently.
And
Look
just
at
the
my
fires
phone.
alone, the way, and I
January
know they're
10th
by
at
the ring
1.
of fire. Clearly, the
Alright,
world
guys.
is heating up.
Where do we see a
Maybe it
fire?
is. Maybe it fucking isn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Look at my
maybe these charts are all a bunch of
January 10th
crap.
at 1:10.
Remember, we're in a
Alright, guys.
matrix.
Where do we see a fire? Because I do not.
When you have level, when you have majestic level, MJ levels of NASA, and they're not even sure. They are not even sure themselves of how much is real and what isn't real. That's telling in itself. And to me, it is anyway. The levels of technology is way bigger than our phones, way bigger than computers. Remember, we have all this. That's why I was shown, I feel, why I was shown all those beams of light, like aiming at something. I get shown for many different reasons, like a projection, clearly, like, aiming at something. I do believe we were completely moved somehow, some way, back in 2017. I mean, there's many things that can go on, and you have to have a really open mind, because I question everything. I question everything. When I'm hearing people justify a white sun and then say, there's no such thing as a simulator, a sun simulator. Well, I don't know. Go look at a child's kindergarten drawings. Go look at your own kindergarten drawings. How many people draw a white sun? It's a yellow sun, not a white sun. That's like basic. I'm talking basic stuff. So when you have, again, Majestic 12 level folk that they're not even sure. That's how sophisticated this technology is. That's telling in itself. So I just wanted to share this. I felt it was super important because I believe it. I believe that half that stuff isn't. I think it's all the studios. It's a big movie somehow, some way, and it's a great distraction from what is really going on here. Remember, I was saying, because Divine was showing me, pay attention. There's going to be something huge over on the right saying, hey, 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 look over here. And there's going to be a lot of undertones going over here on the left. Big enough to cause a distraction. And that would be big enough to cause a distraction. So if someone from California, if you watch my channel, please comment for the collective here to please let us know. I believe this lady. Because she's showing the proof of her phone time.
My phone, January 10 at 1:10.
And the Hollywood sign is not on fire.
Where do we see
So
a fire?
I know I have some peeps out there in California. I haven't heard from them in a while, but I know you're out there. If you can comment and let us know, we would greatly appreciate it. Because, we're done being screwed with. I am anyway. I question everything. This is not the world I remember. And many of us feel the same way. Many of us who've been here many decades, many, 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 many decades, it's not the same world. And it's not. And the levels that they can generate a huge distraction. Look, they can do an alien invasion. They can make it look like a plane hit the Twin Towers when it wasn't a plane. It's just staggering. And I trust God. When God's telling me, hey, be mindful, there's going to be a huge distraction over here because they don't want you paying attention to over the other side. That's a really good distraction. Big fires, so you're not paying attention, that you're being distracted. Your feet, we're feeding the beast system, basically, by giving it attention. I would like to hear from somebody out in LA. And you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty bad when you're like, hey, can you prove it to us? Because I'm not out in LA. I would. If it was going on here where I am, I would show you. Hey, this isn't happening, but they're saying it's happening on the news, but it's not really happening. Just thought, it's crazy technology. And again, it's Hollyweird. They make movies and make pretend worlds out over there. I feel like that's what's on fire. You know, they have a. That's why I was getting mirror. I feel like that's why I was getting mirroring as well too. You know, mirroring Malibu, mirroring these towns. You know, what the heck? Oh, Desperate Housewives. That was gonna drive me crazy with that show. That whole lot. That's what I was wondering if Ellie Carter was on. It could have been any lot, to be honest with you, but it's a whole neighborhood, but it's not really. You know, Gilmore Girls. That was the same lot as Medium. Not Medium. Jennifer Love Hewitt was in it. The TV show back. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. My point is, it's an illusion. If you ever been to Universal Studios, which I have, very convincing. It can be very convincing. You go on that Jaws ride. You really think that shark is going to come up and eat you, and it's not really a shark. It's a machine. So, just one to grow on, and I don't know, man. Everything here is really messed up, and there is an energy feeding source. Like, oh my God, California's on fire, so it has your energy now. And I'm gonna debunk some of the energy, and I do believe it's levels of deception at this magnitude, and it's disgusting. So again, anybody who is, if anyone is out in California, if you're watching my channel, could you please comment for us here? Because this lady's proven with proof, date and timestamp, looking at the Hollywood sign. And the ones who have come out about the Hollywood sign is actors. Actors. Saying they lost their homes. Feel bad for me. And then you got people who are enlightened saying, how dare you say you're enlightened because, you know, listen, I don't hate anybody. I believe that there is a cause and effect, and when you're doing dark and diabolical shit, there is repercussions for that. I do find it interesting that Diddy, and I don't know who the hell that guy is and what kind of power that thing really has, but you know, you're dealing with Illuminati level shit, that he called his son, what was it, like a month ago maybe? They leaked the tapes or showed the tapes of him basically, you know, using code words to get rid of things. You know, they could, I believe there were huge motherships moving through our ocean. They could totally set off a bomb to distract it and create a tsunami. They're not going to tell you, oh yeah, a huge mothership just like Scooby-Dooed through the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and it just made a huge wave. You know, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to do something different. It's like, I keep getting that from God, like it's like, hey, look over here to the right, but really you want to be paying attention over here on the left, you know, kind of thing. So yes, there are consequences, good and bad, absolutely. I am a believer in that. You know, we're proof of it. We live it every day. You know, there are consequences. You know, that's why we always keep our side of the street clean. But I find this very fascinating, enough to let y'all know, like, hey, I'm not so sure Hollywood sign's on fire, because this lady's showing us the Hollywood sign is not on fire, and she's showing you the timestamp. And I find it weird, not weird, but the divine timing of posting those. I was guided to those album covers for a reason. They were all messages in those album covers for those who, you know, see and understand. And that was one of them. One of the pictures was again, the Hollywood Arch. You know, they're setting the stage. They're setting the stage. Oh, there's all kinds of crap in this hillside. Absolutely. Good Lord. I think one of the shows did a paranormal investigation. I think it was like Ghost Adventures or something like that. Did an investigation out there. There's actually there's been a woman seen jumped off the Hollywood, because she did. It went like back in the 30s, I think. Jumped off the Hollywood sign. Her ghost is still seen there. But I'm gonna wrap this up. I just wanted to share this with you. My ears are ringing. I feel it's super important that you know, we gotta be careful of the levels of the deception here, ladies and gentlemen. For they think we are vile. Can't forget that. They think we are vile and they laugh at us. And this would be a level of, like, I don't know. This is a whole other level, man. Peace, love, and light. Ooh, it's 11:11 on the clock, too. Look at. You see the time there? 11111. Peace, love, and light.